Yeah, one of the things that I learned from watching fights, like, and this is important, is that when I watch fights at home, when I just watch them, I don't sometimes know who really won because I'm not totally paying attention. Maybe I get a text message from my friend. Maybe I'm talking to my kid. Maybe the dog comes in the room. Like, maybe I don't know. Like, when you watch fights with a group of friends and you're all laughing and talking shit, you barely know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Which leads me to your last fight. Because after that fight, there was a bunch of people that were saying that was a bad decision. Piotr Jan should have got it. And I remember being in my green room. I just did a show in London, and we're eating steaks, and we're all talking. We're watching the fight. We're like, did you think he won? Like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm going to have to watch that one again. I'm like, it looked like Piotr took him down a bunch. So there's a perception, and I think some of that perception comes from takedowns.
Yeah. And
so then I go back, and I just watch it. I just watched the fight with no one in the room but me, and when I was at the gym. And I was like, no, that's not a bad decision. You know, there was one round to you in the beginning, second round to Jan, third round to you. If you look at damage done, you look at overall strikes and impact, you landed more. He definitely took you down.
Yeah.
But how much was done with that? That's the thing. It's like, what does that count for? Like, I know there's a sort of subjective element to how that gets regarded and what's good and what's bad, but that was not a bad decision. It was a very fucking close fight, a very good fight. But I felt like for you that was going to be that fight where we'll see.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see how you hang with the cream of the crop because that guy's the best.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. All the people that were saying, not all, a lot of the people that were saying it was a robbery were the same people going into that fight saying I was going to get smoked. So they fucking hated the fact that I was even close. So, but yeah, I rewatched the fight a bunch. First round, I feel like was the round that was controversial. Some people were saying it should have been 30-27 Jan, and those guys are just fucking the haters.
Those guys are hot.
Because the third round was clearly mine. I cut him bad and hurt him. The second round, he won, but I did drop him. Technically, I dropped him. He cracked me, didn't drop me, but he did more damage in the second round. The first round was the one that was the most like up in the air. And when he took me down, I was throwing up omoplatas, triangles, arm bars. They weren't necessarily close. They weren't close to submitting him, but he was having to react. He was having to do the defenses to where he wasn't able to strike me, which led me to being able to get up. So, and then when I did get up, I was clearly landing the better shots. But yeah, a lot of people, they just hated the fact that I skipped the entire top 10, went to the top dog, and I got to answer a lot of there was questions about cardio. Can I even grapple? Because I hadn't really grappled yet in the UFC. Do I have that dog in me? Do I have heart? Which I felt like I showed that when I broke my foot in the Andre Soccermom fight 5 years ago. I was fighting with one foot, and people don't remember those moments. But yeah, I feel like I got to show a lot in that fight.
Yeah, you definitely did. Yeah, but fuck all those people.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't. Like we talk about it. Like I talk about it on the podcasts and stuff. I do talk about it because it's it's being talked about.
Well, you're
doesn't
a
bother me.
Flamboyant personality and you talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So when people talk a lot of shit, it gets a lot of people to pay attention to them, which is great. But it also gets a bunch of haters hoping that you get beat up.
That's Floyd's whole way of he made money his whole career. Conor, everyone fucking wanted to see him lose. Eventually I'm going to be making them pay-per-view points, and if people are going to buy to pay me or pay to see me get knocked out.